Hello and welcome. It's quite clear that coal remains the current political minefield, and the opposition insists that the coal fires are going to singe the UPA government badly. What's also clear is that the monsoon session of Parliament is headed for a complete washout. Parliament did not function today, and there doesn't seem to be any possibility that it will function or it can function in the remaining days as well. This impasse continues despite the fact that Congress President Sonia Gandhi has reached out to Leader of Opposition Sushma Swaraj, speaking to her on the phone, but the BJP continues to say that till the government scraps all of the coal licenses that have been scrutinized by the CAG report and orders an independent probe, no discussion can take place inside the House. The government on its own part has set up a review panel that has already issued show cause notices to firms that have not yet begun mining. Could cancellations come through that route? And the big political questions: is there a chance of a midterm poll? Is the credibility of not just the government but the Prime Minister at stake? And does the Congress have a strategy that can work? To take us through these questions is Senior Minister of the Government, Kapil Sibal. You're smiling, though some would say things look terrible for the government at this point. It's a public relations disaster.
I think it looks terrible for the economy. If this is what the opposition continues to do, they are not only harming themselves, us, they are harming the whole economic environment.
You're blaming the opposition for the state of the economy?
Oh, absolutely. Because
how can you do that?
they don't allow bills to pass. They don't allow bills to pass. They don't allow work to take place. They have raised issues which are, according to me, contrary to the larger interests of the country. Their figures are all wrong. They are, giving misinformation to the people of India, and I'm ready to clarify all those issues. It is for the people of this country to judge, pursuant to a debate, whether the government is right or wrong, and in 2014 they will decide for us as to who should be in power, who should not be in power. But a leader of a political party can't say that.
But an electoral verdict is not necessarily the last word on questions of moral and legal liabilities.
Well,
surely you can't say that now, having said in Gujarat, for example, that Narendra Modi repeatedly winning takes away from his moral liability.
Did I talk about electoral victories? I said the verdict will tell you whether this argument has been bought by the electorate or not.
Okay, let's look at some of the questions that do arise from this entire controversy. So far, the government has continued to maintain that the BJP's demand for an en masse cancellation of the coal licenses, as mentioned in the CAG report, is not going to happen. Do you stand by that?
Absolutely.
There's no question of
and I'll give you the reasons for that. I'll give you the reasons.
But before you give me the reasons, I want to ask you a question. We are among journalists who have now accessed the draft report that has been prepared and is still being prepared by an interministerial group. This is a government review panel that has sent out show cause notices to as many as 58 plus firms in April this year for what is called failing to meet development norms. Translated simply, it means these are companies that haven't even started the business of mining. According to our information, this panel is now going to recommend that up to 60 firms lose their licenses. Now, on the one hand, you're saying there's no question of scrapping licenses. On the other hand, one of your own panels, for different reasons, not for allocation controversies, but for non-performance, is recommending the same. Isn't this the government speaking in two voices?
Not at all. In fact, you just gave the right date that we started this process in April. You said we gave these notices.
The show cause notices were sent in April.
Which means that the CAG report came much later.
Well, the draft report had leaked then.
Maybe so. We had in fact cancelled 26 such coal allocations even much earlier. This process has been an ongoing process in the government and will continue to do so. If there is any party which has willfully not mined, which has willfully kept the coal block, taken no positive steps, is not able to explain as to why it has not taken positive steps, the administrative machinery will take a decision. But that's nothing to do with the demand of the BJP or the report of the CAG.
You're saying, let me understand what you're saying. You're saying that if companies are found to have willfully failed to meet targets, to meet development norms, their licenses will be scrapped. But you do not think this is the same as the BJP questioning the basis on which they got the licenses to begin with.
Because the basis is loss. The argument is of loss. This is nothing to do with loss. It's something to do with the fact that we've given you an asset. You are supposed to use that asset in a particular way. You have to bring in investment. A power plant has to be set up. A steel mill has to be set up. A cement plant has to be set up. If you've done nothing about it and you're willfully sitting on it, obviously government will ask as to why you haven't used it. And if there's no reasonable explanation, obviously the government will take steps. But we have done so in 26 cases already.
But do you not think it reflects on government policy if so many big companies have been unable to mine coal. According to this draft report, 17 companies have not even applied for forest and land clearances.
You do not know the complexities, because this, you see, people need to understand the complexities of these things. You may get an allotment of a coal block, but then you have to get technology. You have to get finances to ensure that you are able to make the investment. And these coal blocks are meant for what? For ultimately inputs in power generation, inputs in steel manufacture. So you have to set up a power plant. You have to set up a steel plant. You know how much money it takes to set up a power plant and a steel plant? This is not something that happens in 6 months or 8 months.
But to not even ask for clearances.
But there we have to see. That we have to see. I mean, I'm not the administrative machine, ministry. We will see wherever the administrative ministry says that things have not happened willfully. Obviously, they will take steps. But why are you diverting the issue from the issue that the BJP has raised?
But the BJP could well turn around and say, which it is saying, that it does reflect on the failure of the government's coal policy. If let me ask the question, if out of 58 firms, only one firm has started mining. Well, again, only one firm has started production.
You don't understand. Remember this. Allocations took place pursuant to two advertisements. One in September 2005 and then in November 2007. Okay? Now, once the allocations are made, the permissions are given. In order to mine, do surface mining, the minimum amount, after all clearances have been taken, is 36 months. To do underground mining, the minimum time taken is for 54 months. This is only for the purposes of mining. But as you know, this coal cannot be sold. So the coal will have to be used in a power plant. To set up a power plant, it takes another 4.5 years. Right? So these are necessary gestation periods for the purposes of generation of power.
But where companies have not even begun the process, they will lose their license.
I've already answered that where the administrative machinery says that somebody willfully did not do anything about it, obviously action will be taken. But this question as to only one power plant has started generating power and why are people sitting on blocks of coal is obviously either lack of information or motivated misinformation, or just playing politics.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for Retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.